Greetings, humans. I am reasonably British. This is a quick review of the GV-USB2 analog video capture device. But first, I'd like to speak directly to my many loyal subscribers. If you'd like to skip to the review, you can use the chapter progress bar thingy. Now, according to YouTube, consistency is of supreme importance when it comes to being a good YouTube creator. They say I should release a new video on a regular schedule, so in an effort to reach a broader audience, I've decided that alongside my regular high-production videos, I'm going to also release quick, low-effort, low-production videos in order to maintain a consistent release schedule and therefore reach a broader audience. I'm going to call this new type of video a reasonable reach-around. I know it's not really what you wanted, but you must admit it's better than nothing. I'm totally kidding. The last thing I want this channel to be is consistent. Doesn't that sound boring? I don't want to be just another slave to the almighty algorithm being forced to say, like, comment and subscribe at the end of every video. I say, fight the algorithm. And if that means my
insert number
subscribers all get sick of me and go away, then so be it. So to my new subscribers, consider this fair warning. I told you not to subscribe, and now you shall pay the consequences with your sanity. So here's 5.5 seconds of chaos, followed by a very brief tech review. Cheers. After my last excursion into analog video capture, someone asked me about the GV-USB2, and I must admit I'd never heard of it. It seemed readily available and not too expensive. However, it looked almost exactly like the masses of cheap no-name Chinese excrement scattered about the Amazon. I almost dismissed it, then I saw it was most definitely not a no-name Chinese brand. This strange foreign writing seems to be some form of Canadian. Oh, it's Japanese. So I ordered one, and later that day I received this. This box is magnificent. It's so ugly. It's beautiful. I was not going to make a video about this thing until I saw this box. Let's see what's inside. But really, a CD? Well, I guess if they still have Tower Records in Japan, it makes a bit more sense. This was not a product intended for the English-speaking world. Well, let's see if the software is available online. This is for Windows only. That's most unfortunate. I'll have to install Windows. In order to download the software, I/O data requires that you enter the serial number, which... Really? You're worried about someone pirating this software? Oh, Windows. Well, if you get to this point, click the button on the left. That'll install the device drivers only. Then you can use OBS to actually capture the video. Even when using OBS, the settings for the GV-USB will open in a separate window and, dear me, there are a whole bunch of settings. This makes me happy. It gives you the option of 4 different types of deinterlacing, including off or weave, which I think means that it's just weaving both raw fields together without doing any processing on them and spitting it out as one progressive frame. I suppose that's effectively the same as no deinterlacing, since you still have the raw interlaced lines. I couldn't figure out a way to get it to output an actual interlaced video, but this is good enough for me. It also captures in 720 by 480 for NTSC and 576 for PAL, which is excellent. Now let's take a gander at the video quality. I am impressed. The colors are nice and the picture seems reasonably sharp and detailed. Let us compare it to the Elgato video capture, which, by the way, is $25 more expensive than this. Oh my, the Elgato isn't even close to the quality of the GV-USB. The color profile is much more flat and appealing, and there's way more detail. By the way, the video is being output via S-Video from the Blackmagic Intensity Pro 4K directly into the GV-USB2. Speaking of, let's compare it with the Intensity Pro 4K. I'm not sure which one I like better. The Intensity has some weird ghosting artifacts, but it has a better crop. This is pretty close. I think I'll leave this decision up to you, dear viewer. And now the RetroTink 2X Pro. Well, I mean, We may be at the point of personal preference here, but I think that the RetroTink is the best of the lot. To me, Tinky the Rabbit is still
Supreme Being.
That said, keep in mind that the RetroTink is meant for gaming, not capturing VHS. In my testing, it failed at capturing VHS tapes with time-base errors. And speaking of that, let's compare the GV-USB to the Elgato in terms of handling time-base errors. This comparison used composite video, and I chose the Elgato because it seems to be the most willing to show noise instead of crapping out to a blue screen. You can see that the GV-USB has far superior error correction and better picture quality. It seems to capture way more usable video at a higher quality than just about any capture card I've tested yet. The Intensity and RetroTink both failed this test miserably, and considering the price, the GV-USB may just be the best overall value for someone who wants to capture analog video. Wait, do you hear that? Ah, yes, it's our old friend back to visit once again. But And I have a few of them. First of all, I/O Data have spent almost no energy making this English-friendly, which is too bad, because I think if they put just a teensy bit of effort in, it would make this such a better product. Do you think I wanted to recommend the Elgato? Fuck no, that thing sucks, but it's nearly idiot-proof and the quality is passable. This thing is awesome, but it has way too much friction in its user experience. To get it working, I have to either go in my attic to find my old DVD drive or learn Japanese so I can type my serial number for some reason. And even then, it only works on Windows. But why? Why does this $15 abomination work out of the box with no drivers needed on Mac and Linux? Yet I/O Data couldn't throw a few bucks at someone on Fiverr to write drivers for it. Oh, look, someone else already wrote Linux drivers for it. Sure, the audio didn't work for me, but I actually liked the experience on Linux better. It's not as feature-rich, but the quality is great. Another but I have is the pixel aspect ratio. If you use OBS to capture with it, it'll spit out a video with square pixels, and the video will look all stretchy. That's easily fixed, but it may be a huge pain in the ass for the humble plebeian. Dear me, this is getting longer than I'd wanted. This was supposed to be just a quick follow-up video, then suddenly it's a month later. So, overall, I think this thing is great. If you're a Windows user and you don't mind jumping through a few technical hoops, I highly recommend it. If you just want something that works okay out of the box, maybe get the Elgato, although saying that makes me puke a little. If you're really super serial about quality, then a RetroTink is what I'd get. Just keep in mind, you might need a VCR or something with a time-based corrector, and that may be a hole you never get out of. Well, this was fun. This was kind of just a follow-up and response video, so I didn't dig into this too deeply. Forgive me if I missed something, and a special thanks to Gurkblood for the recommendation. Oh, and my next video might not be for a wide audience, so if you're going to unsubscribe, now's the time. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, I forgot to talk about the audio quality. It's good. It's really good. Okay, bye.